Hey guys, I am here in LA, and as all of you know, there are extremely devastating wildfires coming through the city right now. I'm safe, my people are safe. I feel extremely lucky to be able to say that and know people who have lost everything. And because of my position of existing in it here in LA and being safe, I wanted to use this platform and the community of people that subscribe to my channel to share resources for people in LA and also ways for people outside of LA and in LA to help those who have been impacted by the wildfires. So that is what today's video is going to be. I know that there's tons of information online right now about resources and ways we can help. So I have compiled a list that I found to be most helpful or that I did not feel were being shared on social media, and I'm going to walk through them in this video, and also will put everything in the description. So if I don't go too in-depth in the video, I will have all links and information that I'm talking about in the description. Okay, so first, resources for those who are in LA and impacted by the wildfires. Most people in LA already know this, but having the apps Watch Duty and Genesis on your phone so that you can track where the wildfires are, including evacuation orders, evacuation warnings, safety information, updates, all that stuff. It is so important to not wait until the last minute and to get out of an area early if it's looking like the fire is moving towards you. It's not worth it to wait. So if you're in a situation where you are considering evacuating, here are some housing resources for you. As many of you know, 211 is partnering with Airbnb to offer free temporary shelter for people displaced from their homes by fire. I know a lot of hotels are filled up right now outside of LA, so I'm also going to put a link to a list of hotels that have availabilities and that are offering discounts. And then also the YMCA is offering temporary shelter and use of any of its amenities to anyone who is evacuated from their homes. Some places that are offering free clothing: Brooklyn Projects, which is on Melrose; Coop, which is on Beverly Boulevard, and Aerie is also shipping free clothes to those who need it if you fill out a Google form, which again, everything will be in the description. Okay, for pet care, Best Friends Animal Society has 2 pet pantry locations in LA for essential supplies like food, cat litter, pet beds, and any other necessary items. Vetster is a virtual vet platform, and they're offering California residents free online appointments if you're worried about your pet's health after what happened. And then N Buns Mobile Pet Grooming is offering pet grooming services for cats and dogs that have been affected by the wildfires. For those who need support with their mental health, which is probably everyone, Integrative Psychology Therapy Group, or IPG, is offering free short-term therapy services for fire victims. And then I also have the most up-to-date list of LA restaurants offering free food and relief to evacuees and also first responders, and then a list of evacuation centers, which I will put in the description. Okay, ways that people who have not been directly impacted by the LA wildfires can help. I will start with, if you're outside LA and you can't be here to directly help out with things, there are a number of places that you can donate to help. I put together a list based on my research of some that I thought would be most helpful or that you might be interested in. So I'm going to list those out now, and there will be links in the description for more information. For firefighters, there's the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. This one provides financial assistance for those who were injured or killed while trying to save lives by putting out the fires. The next category is for pets and animals. I think one of the most heartbreaking things to me is how many animals have been displaced after people need to evacuate without being able to go back to their homes to take their pets with them. There's the Best Friends Animal Society Disaster Relief Fund. They're working on the ground, rescuing pets, supporting shelters, reuniting animals with their owners, and then the LA County Animal Care Foundation, which offers emergency shelter, food, and medical care for the animals. There's also CORE, which was co-founded originally by Sean Penn. That one provides immediate relief to people who have been displaced or were physically hurt during the fires. For food, there's the World Central Kitchen, which gives fresh, nourishing meals to evacuees, first responders, and firefighters during the wildfires. And then there's also the California Community Foundation Wildfire Relief Fund. That's a really big one. And then also something that I found while researching this is it's possible to go onto GoFundMe and actually just donate directly to people who've lost their homes, in case that's something that you would like to do. I know it's overwhelming to figure out how you can help, where you should donate, and ultimately the truth is that anything helps. So my camera died. Okay, non-donation options to help if you're in LA. First of all, you can donate clothes, essentials, and home items. This is one thing that I'm doing this weekend. There are a number of different places that are accepting clothing donations, all of which of course I'm gonna put in the description. There's also the LA Regional Food Bank, and YMCA locations are taking donations. And then this one I heard from a personal Instagram account that I follow. There's a company called Joanna Leon Interiors. It's a furniture company, and they are going to be picking up a variety of furniture items and taking donations, and also purchasing new furniture items that they will then have for people who have lost their homes. So if you have any furniture items that you don't need anymore or that you're going to donate, you can give them directly to them. It's Bigger Than Us is seeking drivers to transport resources, help to pack up and distribute supplies, and speakers to inspire and uplift. So if you want to be a speaker, if you have a car that can fit resources and supplies that you are willing to use this weekend, that would be a good option for you. If you have extra space and are willing to take in evacuees, Airbnb is doing an open homes program where you can host people who have nowhere else to go after they've lost their home. And then for pets, there's the LA County Animal Care Foundation, which is collecting pet food, carriers, and bedding for displaced pets. This is another one that I'm going to be doing this weekend. And then you can also foster or adopt a pet from LA Animal Services if you are able. There are so many displaced pets and it's heartbreaking, and even if you could just foster an animal for a short period of time, then that would be making a huge difference to that animal's life, because God knows the animal shelters in LA are already extremely full and overcrowded and a nightmare. So I know this is a lot, and especially for those of us in LA, it's a really scary and heavy and intense time. And I also know that it can feel overwhelming thinking about how you can help, if there's any way you can help, and ultimately, even if there's just small things that you can do, if everyone takes small steps towards helping people who need it, then that will make a big difference. So for example, this weekend, I'm going to gather a bunch of pet food and supplies and any toys that my dog is willing to give up to donate to the pet centers that need these things. And I'm also going to do a closet clean out and take my clothes to a donation center. I am continuing to think of more ways that I can help. If you're in LA, even if there are little things you can do, like donating a couple of sweaters that you don't wear. Some people have lost everything that they own, and a couple of sweaters might make all the difference. So for those of you in LA, and for those of you who have loved ones in LA, I hope that you are doing okay. It's really scary and really heartbreaking, and I just think that it's times like these when we need to come together as people and as a community to help each other in the ways that we would hope that others would help us if we were in their situation. I love you guys, and I will see you in my video next Sunday.